Welcome to the Wonderland Effect. Today I have a very special guest. I'm going to go ahead and give the mic to him and let him introduce himself. You guys should know who this is, but if you don't, you about to find out. So go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
That's kind of tricky. You want me to introduce me?
Yes.
Hey, I'm Unc. I'm on the wonderful show.
Wonderland Effect.
Wonderland Effect. What do Wonderland Effect stand for?
It's something that spoke to me, like when I first decided to start a podcast. I didn't want it to be my name. I just felt like it wasn't right. And the title itself plays on one of my favorite stories, which is Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
It just spoke to me as the storyline of how life is. Like, you never know who you're going to meet on the path of life. You never know which way it's going to take. And you kind of just got to take the risks sometimes. So that's how I came up with the title.
I like the name.
But the reason I usually have everybody introduce themselves is because, like, sometimes you could tell the story better than me about who you are.
I guess.
But I usually talk about how it all started. So I do want to take it back there. Like, how did you even get into the entertainment industry?
I don't really consider myself someone who's in the entertainment industry. Mm-hmm. I kind of like just more so hang around a lot of the people that is. Mm-hmm. When I finally made a decision to get my life back together, I started hanging around my nephew a lot, and that put me in arenas and in atmospheres and places where people mainly was entertainers, because that's what he do. And I guess from that I just found my way, or found my path inside of that to use it to my advantages in certain ways. But if you were to ask me, am I an entertainer or how did I get in the entertainment field, I'd probably say I'm really not an entertainer.
I wouldn't say you are an entertainer either. Mm-hmm. And then recently I just saw you post about going back to school. So congratulations on that. That is a huge leap. But what led to that for you to get back into it?
So I'm a youth life coach. So I deal with some of the most at-risk kids in Oakland, gang kids that's already in the gangs. And that's something that I push on them heavily, school. Also, people can keep you outside of the door if you don't have certain qualifications that they say you need to have to be able to speak on certain things or work on certain things. So with those two things being at play, if I'm going to push the kids to do something, I might as well take part in it too. Even because it's something that I need to, it's some things that I need to obtain to be able to go to the next level that I want to go to when it comes to working with the youth. So I just said, hey, I'll give it a try. I'm nervous about it. I haven't been to school. I went to school last year for one semester, but it wasn't really like a class. It was really like a junior college class that's like get you prepared, so you learn what school is, what certain groups is, what certain things is, like a self-building kind of class. This one is going to be violence prevention. I'm going to go for this violence prevention certificate so that I can have something to show when I go to people and I say, hey, man, let me speak to your kids. You know what I mean? I have some type of credentials or something.
It gives them more hope in who they're following. Like,
right, yeah.
And I like that because it takes a certain amount of accountability to say, like, I have this influence over people and I am helping, better my environment. I want to lead by example.
Yeah. And I don't want, I go to their schools all the time during the week and hey, man, get your grades together, do this. But now it's my opportunity to go to school, and here it is, I'm nervous. And then I'm going to back out. But I'm always telling them, when you get nervous, push forward.
Yep.
So I'm just taking some of my advice that I use for me, I use for them, and turn it on myself to help better me as well. So I'm trying to help better them. And hopefully it'll push other people who might be in the similar situation, kind of older, up in age, and, don't know if they want to go to school or not. Technology have blew past me, so I have some personal worries about why I'm kind of nervous about going back to school, but I'm up for the challenge.
I love that. That means more to kids than most people would probably do in their real life, especially in Oakland, because a lot of these kids don't have the structure in their life or the people to look up to.
Yeah, they don't have positive role models.
Yes.
They don't have father figures in their lives.
Yeah.
They don't have big homies has been wiped away. So most of the kids that hang out together or run together, they all raise each other inside of this bubble of what they call themselves committed to, and so it's like a lot of lost people trying to lead each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what can a lost person lead you to being lost?
Yeah.
So if it's nobody in there being a light for them to have to go towards, then they ain't gonna never have nothing to go towards. So I take that responsibility as being that light.
And I see you do it often, like on your platform. You advocate for peace, you advocate for positivity. And I did watch one of the interviews that you were on, and one thing that really stood out to me was you told the interviewee or interviewer, this is not an act. This is just being me.
It's
this
my
is
life.
who you are.
Yeah, this is who I am.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that because they get into this, they put you in this box of creator mode.
Right.
But that's not it. Like, I don't think a lot of people see the impact firsthand, so they don't completely understand it. But even sitting here talking to you right now, you're very much so you. Like,
yeah, I'm not. What any arena, any place I take, I'm taking me.
yeah, I love that.
I spent a long time. I spent a lot of years in life being a version of me that wasn't me, and being the person that wasn't me put me in a lot of situations that wasn't me.
Yeah.
I spent 20-something years using drugs. I ran in and out of prison for like 20 years. So but I did all that being a version of me that wasn't me, and growing up in those urban communities, I picked up a lot of bad habits, a lot of bad ways. We pick up titles that we put on ourselves, so then we had to carry ourselves to fit that title.
Yeah.
And
the image.
and the best thing that a person ever can be is the true version of who they are.
Why do you think it's so hard for people to be authentic?
Because they always want to impress people.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you want to impress people, you want to fit the person you think they think you should be or want to be, and then they get away from being themselves. If you just practice being you and get comfortable, like if I have to deal with me, you're gonna have to deal with me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not fixing myself up when I come around you to be who you want me to be, and then go back to when I'm away from you, being back to who I am. No, you gonna love me for me, or you just not gonna have anything to do with me in any type of way. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud. I think I'm more than enough.
Mm-hmm. How long did it take for you to get to that point where you are proud to be who you are?
I guess when I got to the point of accepting who I am.
Love that.
But to accept who you are, a lot of people don't never get to the place of knowing who they are.
Yep.
Because they always trying to, every door they walk in, they putting on a different costume.
Mm-hmm.
You go in your mama's house, you put your pants up. You walk out your mama's house, you put your pants down. You go around your square friends, you try to talk square. You go around your hip friends, you try to talk hip. Just be you. Like everybody, like the world love me for me. They don't love me for nobody else. They know Unc gonna be Unkin'. That's it. Like I don't got nothing else. So when you put me in a box, oh, he's a comedian. He's this. I'm not. I'm Unc.
Yeah.
Yeah, you it is. No, I'm not. I'm Unc. I don't because those things come with
titles that you don't necessarily
titles that come with behaviors that fit those titles. I'm gonna always be opposite of what you expect when you put a title on me.
Yeah.
So if you just say, who is that? That's Unc. What do he do? He Unc. I don't know. He just be Unc. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to live up to that.
Yeah. Than keep up other appearances.
Keep up other appearances for other people.
Yeah. Because who are you doing it for?
For other people. Right.
I agree.
I'm not here to satisfy other people. I'm here to be me and hope that inspires other people to be them. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like where the world go wrong at. Yeah. Everybody's out here faking it.
Do you think that your authenticity is what makes you successful?
I think my authenticity would be what makes me successful.
I love that.
I'm not successful yet.
You don't think so? What would be your
I'm not successful to me.
Yeah. So what would be your definition of success?
A definition of success for me is facing all my fears and overcoming them.
I love that.
Not being afraid to be me no matter what door I walk in, and be proud of all the things that I overcome before I got here. My biggest successful moment was no longer was getting clean. You know what I mean? And that was the hardest task of my life. It took me 20 years to figure that out.
Wow.
You know, and it come with hard work. But a lot of people don't want to put the work in because most people think hard work mean labor.
Yeah.
Hard work for me was digging inside of myself and being able to pull out and extract the true version of who I am. Sometimes you can know you that guy, but you so busy trying to be what other people think that guy looks like that you lose sight of who you are in the mix of trying to please others.
That's true.
When you stop trying to please everybody else and understand when to live for you. Because it doesn't matter how I make you feel. When I walk away from you, I still got to do it myself.
Yeah.
So,
but I think if you don't know that, you kind of gotta get to a point where you either seek help for it or meet somebody that could teach you those things.
I don't think it's something that you can teach.
No?
No one taught me how to figure me out.
You taught yourself.
I just I just put the work in, you know, and I'm still learning who I am. I'm still growing in my purpose. I think that's what did it for me. Yeah. I found my purpose. And a lot of people don't find their purpose in life. They don't find like, I would do everything I do for free.
Yeah. And that's how you know.
You know what I'm saying? I do it for free. I have a job now that I work with kids, but I got 10 years strong in this. You know what I'm saying? Me using my own money, getting money from the community. I've never had a nonprofit. I do it all off the back of me and the people that believe in what I'm trying to do for my people. So what helps you figure you out is when you figure your purpose in life out.
I agree.
And then you stay on that path of your purpose. You can't... a lot of people want something to happen so fast that they give up on it so easy.
Instant gratification.
They don't want to work for nothing.
No.
They don't want to build anything. They want it to come ready. You know,
but it doesn't.
The average, it's like the people who like to go fast food.
Yep.
They don't want to cook. They don't want to get up in the morning and take the meat out and let it sit till they get home. They don't want to clean the fish. They don't want to prepare their own meal. Well, in life, you have to prepare your own life.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And if you keep going to fast food restaurants, trying to figure out who you are, you're going to keep getting fast food results. Yeah. Like, you got to put that work in. You got to dig inside of yourself. You got to, you have to tell yourself the hurtful things.
Yeah. The things that suck about you.
You feel me? You got to tell yourself the hurtful things. Yeah. And knowing that sometimes you're going to tell yourself that and it's not going to go away. That's just who you are.
It's going to stay there.
Yeah, it's just who you are.
I definitely feel
you know what
that.
I'm saying? So how do you deal with that?
Yeah.
Is the question.
I think that's cool that you mentioned that because I just got to a point where I had to deal with myself, like completely deal with me.
Right.
And all the bad things that I had acquired.
Yeah.
Because not all of it, it's not all fun. Like when you realize that you really are the problem sometimes, like you are the reason that you don't have what you want.
But you don't have to stay that.
No, you just,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta accept that.
You have to go back to where that was developed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like to go back to the painful moments of their life because they reemerge. Mm-hmm. So that when something reemerges, you feel that pain again.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times we are the victim. We're victimizing ourselves by not dealing with the things that has hurt us in the past. You know, and then forgiving the person or forgiving yourself. A lot of the time in relationships, when it go bad, we be mad at the person that we had the relationship with instead of saying, okay, I'm responsible for allowing myself to love this person. Yeah. If I got hurt in that process, why am I mad at that person?
Yeah.
I gave them the freedom to hurt me.
Yep. To do what they done. Hypothetically too.
You know what I'm saying? I gave them the freedom to do it when I chose to love them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So if it don't go right, I got to keep moving on. I can't stay stuck in the hurt bubble.
But I think most people get stuck in that victim mindset because they want somebody to take the blame.
Responsibility.
Yep. No accountability.
They don't want to take responsibility.
It's so hard. And I know what it feels like to like be in that situation because I'm still battling those battles. Like, and I had to reach out to somebody and say, "Hey, I can't do this by myself. I need you to help me." Because the things that I think about sometimes, I don't want to take accountability for it, or even addressing like childhood traumas that I never dealt with. I grew up in Oakland. I'm from Oakland, so a lot of the things that I hear people talk about, I didn't see that growing up because it was a different Oakland I was growing up. We had the Boys and Girls Club.
I mean, and they still have that, right?
Yeah.
But you got to understand now, we had a different culture then.
Yeah.
Like we was more family orientated. Now it's more game banging. Now it's more, we've taken other cultures and brought it to our culture. Yeah. And now most kids can't go to the Boys and Girls Club because they get into it with each other. Yeah. They claim different sides that, different sides of the fence. So the people who run the Boys and Girls Clubs don't even know how to
mitigate that.
To even deal with it. You know, a lot of our kids in Oakland can't go to Oakland schools if they're part of gangs because social media gonna automatically say, "Hey, man, you go to school over here now." Yeah. So they, so it's just a lot.
I think that's why influencers like you are so important because you give them that okay. Like, hey, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to put down the anger and find something more positive to hold on to.
I'm more so teach them that my angle is figure out why you're upset. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be upset, but figure out why you're upset. Yeah. We
don't do that though. A lot of the times we don't ask why.
Why, yeah.
We're just doing.
Why, yeah.
Sometimes it's following orders, sometimes it's just off a whim of emotion, but we rarely ask ourselves why.
Why is the biggest question. Why is what fixes any and everything. Yep. Without a why, you don't. You ask a kid. I asked a kid the other day. I said, "Why did you join the game?" Right, and he gave me his explanation. Mm-hmm. And then I said, "When you made that decision, what was your expectations?" Yeah. You didn't have any. And that's what the problem is. You can't make decisions without expectations. You can't that's like crossing the street. Like, why are you crossing the street? My expectation is to cross the street and go do something. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do things with expectations. You can't freely do things because the things that you just do freely is the majority of the time the things that go wrong. Yeah, no thought behind it. Yeah, because you don't have no game plan. Our kids don't have no one gave them permission to dream. Yeah, Our kids don't know I didn't know what that looked like. Yeah. Dream. I'm trying to get up tomorrow and make it. Yep. Something that dreams. To be able to have a dream takes for you to be able to look further ahead. Yep. If you're in a position to look past tomorrow, how can you dream for people? What's your 5-year plan? I'm trying to figure out tomorrow. Fuck you talking about? 5 years. But yeah, you should be thinking about 5 What's
to
your
10
10-year plan? I don't got one. I'm planning on wondering how I'm going to get some food and pay rent next month.
And that's most people's reality.
How do you... my plan is to get out the situation I'm in to figure out the 10-year plan. Yeah. But I can't get out this situation. I sure can't tell you what I'm going to do. I can tell you what I would like to be doing. Yeah. But most of us don't even know what that comes with. A lot of times we want to do things, but we don't want to know the information it takes to do it.
Yeah, or like you said, do the work.
Do the work, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be a music producer. Mm-hmm. But you won't learn none of the information that you need to be able to obtain that goal. You think you could just walk into being it. Yeah. Life doesn't work that way. Right?
How do you deal with people that have ego? Because, like, a lot of these things are stopped by ego. So how do you deal with them? Or do you not deal with them?
I don't have to.
You also say you give me the vibe that you don't deal with them.
I don't have to. I'm a very by myself type of person. Yeah. I have friends. I have associates. Mm-hmm. I have family. And that's it. I'm more so involved in my life with kids than I do with adults. I'd rather be much hurt by a kid that I understand that is still trying to learn how to be who they are, than to deal with an adult that I know is probably most likely playing the game.
bad habits.
You get what I'm saying?
Can't
So
change.
why I want to deal with you? You want me to accept your bullshit? Like I don't. Why? I don't have to. Matter of fact, I'm not going to not accept it. I'm just not going to deal with it.
Yeah. So you start early
Yeah.
from the people that before they become big people.
Yeah.
Start letting
And
them
when I walk in the
get
room, I'm just like you. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just that weird. Let me see. Yeah. All right.
They don't look at you as a threat like most adults would.
Yeah, and then not only that, your accomplishments don't make you.
You.
Like,
They don't make you have good character.
Yeah.
Accomplishments, pieces of paper don't mean you're a good person.
Like the people who's full of shit the most probably is more further along in life because they don't give a fuck about nobody else.
You have to be selfish.
Yeah,
a lot of the
you know what I'm
times.
saying.
Yeah.
So I care about the people that I care about, and then the other people I just don't care about.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to care about you. Like,
Exactly.
I don't. It's my choice, my decision. Like I'm not here to please you.
Yeah.
I'm here to live out my purpose.
That's strength to get rid of that that discretion towards other people necessarily. Like you're not here for anybody else. You're here for you.
I'm here for me
And to help the kids.
Help the
like
kids.
that's the outreach.
But that's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not
That's me.
everybody's
Like,
purpose,
so
but-
it's not like I don't really care if you care.
But you know what? I'm laughing because these are things that I'm just now figuring out at the age of 30. You know, like these are things that I wish I would have learned as a kid. So it makes me feel even happier that you are teaching these things to kids. Like it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to not fit what somebody else said you should fit.
The average kid crash out because they worry about what everybody else think about whatever it is that happened. They might want to leave something alone, but everybody else knows about it. So I have to show everybody else that I'm not the sissy that, and I crash out behind. And then the people that you crash out for gonna laugh at you either way.
Yeah.
They're gonna laugh at you when you crash out.
Yep.
They're gonna laugh at you when you don't crash out. Either way it go, they don't care. You just somebody they paying attention to that they want to get whatever laughs out of life. They can control your life. If a person understands they can control you. If you're in a relationship and you're very emotional, the person that you're dating is going to control you by your emotions.
Yeah. Because they got that control.
Because they got that control.
They
They know. They're going to play these emotional games with you.
Yeah.
Where kids don't understand that they're playing games with each other, but they are. Like, stop playing.
I feel like school doesn't teach kids real life
Teach-
discernment. Like they don't really teach that. Like
They don't.
They don't teach kids
It's
how
not
to
a
deal
school.
with
Is not for that. That's for home.
You're right. That's what they used to do. They
That's
used
for
to teach you that
home.
at home.
Yeah,
And
like,
they don't have
like
that
you can't.
anymore.
I'm already trying to teach your kids education. I got to teach them life. The home is supposed to teach life, but in the home now, a lot of the parents are 13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 14, 15, 16 having kids. So
You got kids raising
they
kids.
growing up together.
Yeah,
You
kids
know,
raising
a mother's, you know, if she haven't had a father in her life,
She don't know.
she don't know, you know, how to raise a boy. She don't even know what that looks like. She don't know what a man looks like.
Exactly.
Everybody she dated have always tried to take advantage of her.
Yeah. I had a friend, she grew up in a no-father household, and my dad's very, very much so in my life. So there's certain things that I didn't really understand that she would do, and I would ask her, she'd be like, well, you have your dad in your life. Like, you know what that looks like.
And you didn't understand that then.
No, because I was like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, girls aren't supposed to do that. But
You know,
my dad was telling me that.
You know our biggest mistake we make in life is to expect others to see life from our eyes.
Yeah. Yep. For them to understand where my reasoning is or where their reasoning is. Like,
How? We didn't walk down
don't
the
know.
same path. We didn't have this. Like, I would have to have everything you had happen in my life that happened in your life to be able to even have a glimpse of what you're saying.
yeah.
If we don't have that same thing in each other's lives, we won't see. Like, I don't.
Yeah. Expecting us from other people is very damaging too.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah.
So now you always arguing, you always
Yep.
fussing, you always like you
No.
don't. His opinion doesn't matter because how you don't see this, or how you're dumb.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not dumb. I just ain't been through what you've been through.
And that's your brain is your own brain. How you process is your own process.
Yeah, but you process it through the things that you've been through.
Yes. And you know, I think that's the hardest thing is accepting people for who they are.
Right.
Not for who you think they are.
Because for who you want them to be.
Yeah.
We don't. When we meet someone, we want them to be who we want them to be.
who we've created in our head.
You know what I'm saying? What I need in my life.
Yep.
That's who we want
To
that
fill
person
a
to be.
purpose.
You get what I'm saying? That's wrong.
Yeah, it's not
You know
right
what I'm
at all.
saying? So, like, how you want to, like, a woman's biggest problem is think she can change a man.
Yep. Think she could change anybody.
You know what I'm
Anybody.
saying? Like, how can you change a man and you don't even know what a man looks like? Being one looks like, feels like. Like, how can you, that's like me trying to, you know what I'm saying? So, but women are nurturers or carers, so they're always trying to help or assist, but that's where they get hurt at.
I'll take it a step further. It's women trying to love men or thinking that men need to love them the way that women love. Like,
right.
I love you like this. You should love me like this. That's not how that works.
That's not work.
No. And then you're supposed to be a mind reader.
Right.
And it's so damaging, very toxic. It's all in social media.
And I think a lot of women don't know how to ask for what they need from a man. They expect, like, well, I'm a daddy. If you don't know how to treat a woman right, like, no, I don't know how to treat you. Mm-hmm. The 10 other women I've dated all had something different about themselves.
Yeah.
Do you think, do you understand how messed up your mind would be if you've dated 10 other people and each person has something different about them?
Yeah, it's hard to keep track.
When you go to that 11th woman, you're going to be trying to give them something that you've learned or something that the other 11 women you've been through. So now you're not treating that person. You haven't even took the time out to learn that person because you're just bringing on the last relationship. So if you got 10 last relationships, you bring in 10 last relationships into the 11th relationship.
Yeah.
And until you let go of those relationships and focus on this person right here, you're going to have a messed up relationship because I'm trying to treat you. I don't like you to rub my feet. Why you don't like your feet rubbed? I just don't want you touching my feet. Yeah. Or the other girl, now we got a problem. Ask, what do you like to do? What's something that can help me make you happy?
Yeah. I think a lot of women don't want to hear that either, though. They just assume that.
No, I think a lot of women don't know.
That too. They don't know themselves either.
Yeah,
it's hard. Like, I know that I've been dating the same person in different bodies because I haven't dealt with that part, which is why You're
dating the same person because you bringing the same version of you into each situation.
Everything. This is why I took a pause from dating and I went back to therapy because I need to unravel these things within myself. And I think a lot of women need to take accountability for themselves. Like, realize that sometimes you have to sit alone and figure out what's really going on.
Do you know how to let go of things?
I'm learning.
I'll show you.
No, stop. Yes, I understand.
It's that easy.
I know. But what's easy is not always mentally easy.
It is.
Not for me.
It is.
It can be. I'm making it difficult.
You know why it's not?
I'm making it difficult.
You know why it's not?
Why?
Because you just told me that it's hard.
Yeah.
Once you start telling yourself it's not hard.
Then I keep saying, yeah, that's right.
Once you tell yourself that, once you wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm not having a bad day.
Yeah.
Having a great. Our lives are controlled by our thoughts.
Yep. Yep.
When you wake up and you say, I'm having a bad day, everything that happened that day gonna be bad. Even the good things that's going on gonna be bad.
It spirals out of control because you already set that mindset.
You already woke up today and said, I'm having a bad day. Everything that happens is gonna be bad. Even the good things. You're not going. It's good and bad and everything. I don't believe in good or bad.
Yeah.
I believe in that is.
Yep.
That's just what's going on. Like I'm not sitting. Are you unhappy about what? Like what? Why? Yeah. I'm unhappy about the fact that I'm allowing myself to be unhappy. That's about the only thing I'm unhappy.
That's the only thing that makes me mad. Is like I know that I should do something, but I just be in my head talking to myself about things that I shouldn't be. And I'm like, now I worked myself into this moment where I keep telling myself I can't, but I can. I don't know. You know, and it pisses me off because I don't understand it completely.
You seem like you're smart. You seem like you come from a good household.
I do.
You seem like you're career driven.
I am.
So what's bad about your life?
Nothing. I'm absolutely blessed. There's nothing wrong with my life. I'm absolutely blessed.
But you need therapy.
I need to work through some things. Like, I need to understand, like, nobody's perfect. Everybody's had things happen to themselves. And I think a lot of the things that I haven't let go of stem from, like, childhood things. Like, issues that I went through with my parents. You know, they're not perfect people. But I also didn't understand.
But it's over.
Yeah, I know. And I've been holding on to it.
But it's over. Like, that's remember I said that earlier.
Yes,
like, we hurt ourselves by holding on to the things that we shouldn't hold on to. Like for you to bring that up means that you're holding on to it.
Yeah.
For you to even say, I grew up and I didn't come from the best of parents. No, what I can't. You're right. You didn't, but you came from your parents.
Yeah. And I love them to death.
And then we judge our parents not understanding what their parents was like.
Yes.
Because the version of your grandmama wasn't the version of
his mom. Of his mother, yes.
So you can't. It's some things that you like. My grandmother's so sweet. Yes, now.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Now.
Yeah.
But we also, when you get old enough and you become grown, you have to understand that life is about you come in versions. Just come in like you might get a version of me that another person might not get because I've matured along that way. And I'm sure that the things that you holding on to,
I need to let them go.
You need to let them go.
I just like, it makes me, I don't know. Like you said, it's hard for me to address certain things that I've held in for so long. And I know it's causing me issues in certain aspects of my life. Like, yes, I have a very good life and I love my life. But I know, like I said, I've been dating the same person with all these problems of what I need to let go. So I've taken a pause from dating until I can let them go.
If you can point them out, you can let them go.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? If you can address them, then you can get rid of them. I'd rather talk to a person and be like, what's wrong? And they say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Then a person say what's wrong and you can point out what's wrong and you can't fix it. And then you
still not fixing it. Not with the solution. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So for you to tell me now that you know your problem and you haven't fixed it, mean that you're afraid of something.
Yeah. Afraid to let it go and admit that it happened.
Maybe what you're trying to let go is your motivation and drive.
It could be.
And if you let it go, your life might spiral out of control. So that pain, if you look at it in a positive way, makes you be a version of yourself that makes you battle tested.
Yeah. Because that's what I do have a control issue. Yeah. Like I like to have control over everything.
Yeah.
And it's been a hard struggle to let it go. But every time I let something go that I thought I needed to hold on to, I feel better. Like, which lets me know that these are things that I need to let go.
You know why you want to be in control of everything? Because you're not in control of nothing.
Yeah.
We don't control nothing. The only thing you can control is you.
Yeah.
You can't control me, how I react, how somebody else react. You can't, you can influence.
Yeah.
But you can't control. Let go of that control shit.
I know.
You feel me?
I'm trying. I'm trying. It took me a long time to admit that I actually had that problem with control. And I kept putting things around that I thought I could control until it was just right there in my face. Like, hey, you're not controlling
Do you date people that you can control?
To an extent. I guess I would say yes. They're easily manipulated.
Okay. Do you date people that's maybe doing less than you in life?
Yes. Easily manipulated.
Yeah.
So, which I know.
What did that say about you?
Very manipulative.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know. I've not addressed, but I've took accountability that that's what I've been doing. And I don't like that aspect of me. Yeah. But I definitely can admit that I've been very manipulative in my relationships. Yeah. And they're not at fault 100%. They have their own share of it, but I know what mine are.
Yeah. You have to date to your level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't gotten there yet because I'm still trying to figure out what level that is. Like, everybody has opinions about what level you should date at and where I'm at and all this stuff. But I'm like, how do you really tell the level that you should be dating at?
When you can figure out the level you're on as yourself, as a person.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? Sure. Like, what level are you on? You know, you're going to always continue to grow.
Yeah.
You want to date someone that you can grow with.
Yes, exactly. And I want somebody that's
down for that. If you're dating someone who's growing, while you're growing, they're standing still.
Yeah.
You might want to date that person because you'll always have the advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I always know where they are.
And because giving someone else control.
Not you giving me therapy. This is therapy session right now at this point. Because I feel like you just hit it right on the nail. Like, I know exactly where the people that I've dated are going to be.
Yeah, you know where they're going to be. Yeah.
They're never going to do more than what I'm doing.
Yeah. Ooh. And you're going to always use that as a tool to throw at them.
Oh, that was hard. Oh,
you get what I'm saying? Harsh, you're going to always use that as, you ain't doing it. Like, date someone dating a man that's on your level forces you to let control go.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And so you're going to date under that so that you can be in control.
Yeah.
But do you know a woman that's in control is out of control?
Yes, I'm very unhappy.
Do you understand
I
that,
know.
right?
I definitely know because I used to be so angry. Like, I'm not angry anymore because I've started to accept a lot of things and tell the difference between what is actually happening and what I've made up in my head.
Right.
So I used to be ranting. I treated people like crap. Like, even at work, I was aggressive, and it was very unattractive. I had one person actually tell me, like, hey, you're too aggressive. You need to calm down. But in doing that, it just made me realize, like, I'm not happy at home. I'm not happy with me. So why am I not happy with me? Now I got all these things. I'm like, just because you have a degree or just because you have things that look good on the outside does not mean that you are okay on the inside.
You know what it means?
What?
It only means that you have accomplished something.
Yes, something, but is it something that
have
actually
you accomplished you?
No, and
you know
that was the problem.
That's study you. Like the same effort you put in getting all these master degrees, figure out a way to get it for you. Like check yourself out. Like you got all the information you need to fix you inside of you.
Exactly. It's just letting go of that fake control to listen to my intuition, which has gotten me out of so many things that I didn't need to be into, but it's also put me in places to meet people such as yourself, you know, and create this because this was in my head. Like, this is a beautiful thing for me.
Right. And I think this is a great opportunity for you to share the real you with the world. Yeah. And in the process of that, if you allow it and pay close attention to it, sometimes go back and watch your shows, not for how you can get better, but to hear you speak. Yeah. A lot of the times we don't have conversations to know how we feel about something because we don't have those invoking conversations with people to understand how I feel about something, how I look at something. Like you can have a relationship with somebody who's under you, and what do you expect that person to pull out of you? You're already so far ahead of that person that you always trying to work on them.
You just gave me a new thing I need to journal about because I want to unpack that. Like, I really do. Like, I want to sit there and I want to have that conversation with my therapist. Like, hey, I just pointed out, or something was pointed out to me that I really want to unpack and see where we can pinpoint where I'm getting this from. Because that is such a good observation. I only got as far as the manipulative part. I didn't get as far as to, this is why I'm dating those people. Oh my God. Cut the cameras. But I think what you're doing is amazing. I appreciate you actually giving me a free therapy session. It's insanity. But I also appreciate the authenticity and the truth behind what you're saying because I don't think this didn't feel like an interview necessarily.
I told her when I was on the way, right? She was like, she got these guys. I said, I don't let people control the flow of things when it comes to me. Yeah. I take charge. Yeah. Because I know why I'm here. I'm here for people. Yeah. And this podcast today wasn't put together for us to air something. Yeah. God aligned me with the people He want me to operate with. Yeah.
I always believe there's a magic in every conversation that I have with people, and I do find you successful. Right. So this was definitely a conversation that I valued to have. Mm-hmm. But in doing this, I found so much more value. Right. And I think you are so right. I need to go back to the drawing board on some things, but I think there needs to be more authenticity in this realm.
I think it needs to be a lot in life. Yeah. We living in a very crazy time right now, especially with technology. Yep. AI is coming. And when this comes, the world's going to be no longer what you thought everything is just going to be artificial. Mm-hmm. That's why artificial intelligence. Mm-hmm. Everything's going to be fake as fuck. Mm-hmm. You see some of these videos you make now with the person talking, and you think that like they've been doing that for years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they've been putting the president before you.
And that's not even the president.
They ain't even the president.
That's so crazy.
You get what I'm saying? So we live in a time where when you meet people that have some substance about them, you have to hold on to them people. Yeah. Because a lot of people are losing themselves to artificial intelligence. to being fake, to being wanting to be seen on Instagram, to having 1,000 followers. I'm popping.
Yeah.
You know, you want nobody following you. People just paying attention to you. Like, I don't want you to follow me. I want you to fuck with me.
I have a good question.
What is
to
it?
close this out? I do want to be respectful of your time.
Okay.
Do you think we have traded attention for authenticity, or authenticity for attention?
I think that I think that fake is the new real.
That's crazy.
That's what, if you asking me that, that's the best way for me to say it.
And I like that. That's exactly
I think
what
that
I meant.
fake is the new real.
And being real
is the new fake. Because there's so many people that's faking that you look like you faking when you being real, because you don't fit in with the people that's faking. And the people that's faking gonna always point you out to be the person that's full of shit, because they know they got all these people who's lost trying to follow their lead.
You got the blind leading the blind.
It's people out here right now, right, that's educated.
Yeah.
Who has great speech, right? Minorly successful.
Mm-hmm.
And their audience is only the people who's below them. They don't go in rooms that's bigger than them.
That's crazy, because they don't want to compete with the
Because they don't want to compete with the people. Real, you know what I'm saying?
That would require growth.
That would require growth. So what they do, they
Stay
continue
there.
to they continue to promote their success to people who's not successful.
Yep.
To get that, go, you're doing a great job from them. Because if they go in this other room, you're going to be doing equally.
Yep. If not less.
Or if not less. So now you got to go in there and feel some type of way about yourself. So I think a lot of people are promoting themselves to people who's below them so that they can feel like they're doing something.
Oh my gosh, I think I need to get out of that box. You just made me feel like I gotta get out. Not feel, but you made me realize I gotta make sure that I don't stay there. Yeah. Because if I'm doing that in my dating life, it's gotta be coming out somewhere else. Right. And I don't want to do that. I want to be myself at all times. But thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for giving me your time.
Anytime. We can run this back in a few months.
I need like an hour with you, a full hour. That's going to be crazy.
When she said 25 minutes, I almost didn't want to do it.
No, 25 minutes is like usually where I keep it. But if it's a great conversation, we lead the conversation. We let it go. We let it go where it needs to go.
Because you know why? Because even though this is now we can leave on this, right? Mm-hmm. Even though this is a podcast, the conversation went somewhere different. Yes. And what happened is God might have placed us here for a reason.
Every time.
And we putting a time limit on God.
And you can't do that.
Work.
Can't do that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So always be mindful of what you're bringing on your show. Mm-hmm. So you can know, okay, I'm just asking this person some questions, 10 questions, get it out the way, get them out the way for content. Yeah. This wasn't about content. No. This was about life.
Yep. And you taught me some very valuable lessons.
I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. As always, you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to have Unc give out his information if you don't know him already.
You can follow me on Instagram at the Hunkster1. I don't got Facebook. On YouTube, you can the Hunkster. Or you could just pull up on me at the Dope Air store or anywhere downtown.
All right.